All right, so how about we play some actual video games now on this stream? What do you say to that? You guys like that idea? Let me get some thoughts in chats. You're gonna retire? Yeah, I'm gonna retire from streaming because I'm getting a second cat, I guess, and I need like blood rituals daily in order to keep the cat alive. I basically have to feed it like entire deers, and that's gonna take a lot of energy to catch those deers. You're gonna throw up. That's reasonable, I guess. Yeah, but yeah, I'm gonna basically become a monster hunter now. So, as long as that's okay with you guys, that's the plan. Oh, there's an update for Sonic Shadow Generate. Oh, it's already done. Okay, well that was the fastest update I've ever done. All right. So I gotta get my controller. That's the other thing I just now realized. Don't have a controller nearby. Oh fuck. Oh goddamn. Okay, I've got the controller now. Show us the cat. OMG, I don't have any pictures. But I don't own the cat. I also haven't decided if I actually am gonna get that cat. I've definitely thought about it. And I do want to get Cleo a friend, especially because lately I haven't been home a lot more. So having a friend for Cleo could be nice, but also having a second cat is expensive. But it's like, if I do end up getting the cat, it's like 9 months old. And it's a little all black kitten. And it'll be cool, maybe. Anyways. What's going on with the audio? Why is it so quiet? Does this sound all right to you guys? I love clicking out and the game audio going away. All right, so we're 3 hours in to this 5-hour game. We're gonna finish it up tonight, and then if I didn't spend too long rambling about Xenoblade X and we still have some time, we're gonna do some Kingdom Hearts. Boobs the bat! Boop! Hang on. Glad we can link up. I know you'll be a big help. I'll keep scouting around and gather intel for you. The sooner we're out of here, the better. Very true, Rogue. Very true. It sounds fine to you? Okay. Did we do everything there was to do over here? I think so, right? What are we up to right now? Oh, right, we need to do these. Ah, yes. So that we can fight Memphis, Tennessee. Or something. How does Omega feel about this? Round. It feels very round. Destroy the cyclones. Destroy a set number of cyclones and reach the goal. Alright. Oh, I can do that. Let's do this. Alright. I'm very good at this game, I assure you. Alright, I can do that. Yeah, I'm really good at this game, I swear. Uh-oh. Where'd the thing go? Alright. This is the ultimate power. Don't use chaos control at all until the end. It doesn't do anything. Well, it slows down my S-rank timer. Let's do this. Yeah. Chaos control. Oh, I missed that thing over there. Yeah, You know, I've already gotten the goal. Why am I still bothering trying to kill everything along the way? There, I got over half, or like double what I needed to there. What other game have I played that has that exact bell sound? Is that in Monster Hunter? Like when you ready up? Fucker! Monster Hunter? Okay. How do I do this efficiently? There is no way. I don't have a book. Essie, we need to book. I don't know, Mr. Wright. I think I'm illiterate. Book, Jesse, book. Book, book, book. Gondola. Wait, is that the one I just did? Or is this the one I just did? No, that's the one I did. Okay. If it has a bell, then that means I haven't done it. Okay. I love gondolas. This is my favorite feature from Sonic Frontiers. I love gondolas. And I definitely remember them being in the game. How do I... Oh. Right. I like this song. I would say all of the music that I've heard in this game has continued the Sonic Generations legacy of being fan-fucking-tastic. I just wish there was more of it, really. How did I miss that? I don't know. Uh-oh. I don't think I'm getting that. The final boss has a good theme? Question mark, question mark, question mark? Someone in chat just wrote? I imagine so, yes. Like I just said, I like the music in this game. It continues the trend of Sonic the Hedgehog, every game having good music, at least to some extent. Like I've said previously, even if some of them aren't really my speed, like I'm not into the super heavy like EDM stuff. Like this song, I guess, is probably maybe not a favorite, but it's still like good. Oh, is this the one range? Oh, never mind. Based of him to just talk about the best Halo game like that. What just happened to me? I like the piano in this, but I'm not really a fan of dubstep wubs. Sorry to those who this may disappoint. Holy shit. At least there's no lives in this. Were there lives in the original generations? I don't remember. What? This thing is so fucking fast when you boost with it. Unfortunate. Unfortunate.
No!
What the fuck? Tap the boost. I am! That's exactly what's happening. There's a possibility that if we install Sonic X Shadow Gens to the PS5 and then play Sonic games while having a patch that caps the FPS deleted, we would get 120 FPS in Sonic Gens, someone just wrote in the YouTube chat. That seems like a lot of effort, though. Couldn't you just... What is this running on my monitor right now? I don't actually know. Display settings. You know, there's not... Oh, wait, you know, it is set to 120. Yeah, I mean, I've got it. I mean, you're only seeing the stream in 60 FPS, though. Just because Twitch. I know, like, people watching from YouTube also get scuffed. Holy shit! Oh my god! Peter! I promise you I will be doing no oh my god Peters tomorrow during Fortnite. Ellie already put Peter Griffin in the thumbnail for the stream.
Reach! No!
What the fuck? I understand why people were calling this the the skill issue ability. Hold the button. I don't think that's gonna make it better. But I'll try. Yeah, not really. Here we go.
Reach!
I don't need that. Probably. Why did I go down? Where are you going? Alright, I still got the S rank. I didn't get any of the side shit, but I got what I needed. Just what I needed. Why am I over here? I didn't mean to do that. I really do have a skill issue, don't I? Use the power of chaos control to reach the goal in time. Like, this is the one where I won't get the S rank.
All right.
See?
Let's do this. Chaos control!
God.
No! All right. This is the ultimate power.
I'm getting the S rank on this one, Chunk.
Chaos control.
It's happening. Here it goes. Alright, not this time, but this time. You're gonna see it right now.
All right.
You know what's crazy about this right now? About me playing this level right now? It actually is kind of making me want to play Frontiers. Somehow. Even though I really don't. But like... I'm seeing this and I'm like, oh yeah, I remember this level. Good. Great even. Yosh.
This is the ultimate power. Yeah.
Why is that's so? Those are stinky fingers. Sega gave me stinky fingers
Do this.
for that.
Yeah.
For not letting my double jump be just high enough to make that jump. Fuck.
Yeah. Chaos control.
I got it. We're good. No! I need the chaos control! Fucking...
This is the ultimate power.
All that effort getting those other ones, and then I just skipped that one. Very good. This is the world we live in. I must accept my fate for what it is.
Free to do this.
Alright, that one really wasn't that bad. Yeah, I did know about Sega standing for service games, yes. And it was originally American company that got bought out by a Japanese company, I believe. It was like a arcade company, right? Which is why Sega is so big in the arcade scene these days. Correct? Am I correct in my Sega lore? I'm not nearly as versed in it as I am Nintendo knowledge, but...
Yeah.
Yeah? Yo, what the fuck is going on, my dude, my bro, my guy, my round fella? Look at the way he, like, spun around. Wasn't that something beautiful? I'd say that was very beautiful.
You were designed to be the ultimate life form, a living weapon. Sonic was not. All of his talents are latent, natural. He is your equal in speed and strength. Does not compute.
I am unstoppable.
Yo, did you know that this motherfucker is also Roger Craig Smith? I mean, there's such a thick, like, vocal filter, it kind of really doesn't matter who it is, but I did not until recently.
Power levels optional. I do not run on inferior animal energy extractors like the previous E100 units, nor do I run on feeble power cores. I possess a unique energy core. I am unstoppable. It's called me.
Unstoppable.
Yes, that's what I just said. My energy core is not related to the Chaos Emeralds. Unique crystal matrix that recharges through movement and absorption of environmental energies. Therefore, I can fight forever. Filing this data under joy.
Unable to process.
He just needs some time to process, chat. Give him some time. He'll think it through. I promise you. After some hard work, maybe a little therapy, he'll get there. And that's the feeling he's been searching for so long. You can go down the hole. Yeah? I don't get that a lot. Oh, it's the shit meteor from Shadow the Hedgehog. Yeah, but consider this. Concept art. Just for exploring.
All right.
There's one above the bio-lizard gate. What, concept art? That's all you had to tell me.
The ultimate power.
We'll never progress the story. It's time for concept art, baby. Oh yeah, baby. Don't you have to give Orbulon and Cubot like 100 nuts and bolts for them to get their thing? And then it's just like, it's concept art. 80. Can we do this again? How? Oh, I see. I see, actually. Oh. He's coming back, right? Okay.
This is it! Let's do this.
Ah, there we go. Look at that Sonic Heroes art. Beautiful. Sonic V's versus Shadow. Wait, which song is that? That's not For True Story. Still the dumbest name in any video game. And I'm even including some of the unreadable names in Xenoblade Chronicles X in that. You know, that I didn't mention this in my little Xenoblade monologue that I wanted to. I just forgot about it in the moment. I love Xenoblade X's soundtrack, but God, I hope that they make the songs fucking readable. Especially, like, I don't know if Xenoblade will ever come to the Nintendo Music app, just because I don't know where, like, the rights to the music lie regarding that. Like, yeah, Xenoblade is a Nintendo exclusive franchise, but Monolith isn't... Well, is Monolith owned by Nintendo? I actually don't know. I think they may be bought out by them. So never mind, that it's a Nintendo franchise, more or less. I'm more like, I think of Monolith as like a second party thing more than I do like as like a Nintendo, like they're not like HAL necessarily, right? Or Game Freak, even though Game Freak has made games for like the PlayStation, I believe, right? Am I correct in saying this?
Yeah.
No more concept art things. I want that. I want that. I think if Monolith wanted to make a game for another console, they probably would be allowed. But I think, I genuinely think that they just kind of want to work with Nintendo. Where'd that go? Alright. Well, goodbye to that. I give up. I should,
Chaos control!
I should figure out how to get to the next area. There's a well somewhere. I don't remember where it is. Well, ain't there something? So sad while he booped. The black hole in the water.
Something calls to me.
Death Ruins. Oh, yeah, that's the one where it's in the sky, right? How do we get to that? It won't let me target it. Can I not get to it from this side? You motherfucker! What is this?
Yeah. Yeah. Out of my.
All right.
Out of my. Out of my ass.
Uh-huh.
Go.
All right, well, time to go back in there the traditional way, I believe. Wait, are there, like... Can I fast travel? I think you can fast travel the ones you've been to, or, like, ones that you've activated, but I have not technically unlocked it yet, so... We've got to do this all again. Kind of annoying. I already did this. I don't know why it's not letting me through from the other way, but alright. I want to try something. No. Did I end the stream down here last time? I don't remember that. Alright, never mind. Sky troops. Oh yes, the sky troops. I remember them. No, I don't. I mean, you can just go through that from this side. What's over there? Alright. Glad I did that. Was there a way to open that gate from this side, or no? How about I open this first? That will allow me to fast travel here, right? His pupils are so small. Like, I look at Shadow from a distance, and I just think he's got, like, all white eyes. How do I do that? I have to actually, like, go into it. It's not just about unlocking it. Oh. Hold swing. Which button is swing again? Just the homing attack button, or? Homing attack in morph. We have to let go and directly underneath. I'm gonna be honest, this thing controls like ass. The rest of the abilities I like. I don't really care for this one too much. I'm sure it's like skill issue and I need to get used to it, but like, I don't know. It feels a little cumbersome. That doesn't make much sense to me. To like, you need to be directly under it and then release it and then it will launch you up for some reason. Like that just on paper, it's not very intuitive. Call it whatever you want. Skill issue, whatever. I don't care. I don't think it's intuitive. That'd be the only thing I'd change with this. Oh, I don't have art. Oh, why'd I even bother? Play boss. They call me the sauce boss. Time for Memphis, Tennessee.
What is this? A seal of some sort?
You know what that is. Unless he forgot. You know, do you think they actually ever would remake 06 officially to make it into a good game? Or no? 06 was erased from the timeline? Then why is it in this game? And not only like right now, but like there are several levels from it. Or is that a thing that happens in 06? It's just like all of the events of the game are undone.
Darkness.
Also, is this a new Memphis voice? I don't know how to do this fight. I've never played 06. I know that this is where you do fight him as Shadow. I remember that.
Ultimate game of Shadow Tag.
Okay. I don't think I did that quite right.
Drowned in darkness.
Only if you want me to. I can't boost right now. Not sure. RT? Oh, I see. It's like Mario 64.
What you're talking about, but I will crush you all the same. What? Did you forget about me again?
Okay, I'm really good at this fight, I promise. You just aren't seeing it because I don't want you to think that just yet.
This is the ultimate power.
I keep pressing the wrong X button. I think this is a Switch Pro. I'm still making that mistake after like 6 months of using this Xbox controller. It's on me, really, but like, I could just use a Switch controller, but the compatibility is weird and sometimes the buttons don't like fully work the way they're supposed to. So I usually just don't. I've done it again. I've done it again. Fucking 3 times now.
Out of my way.
In a row. I mean, I like how fast this thing moves. That's the one thing I do like about it. Yeah, fuck you. Why does Memphis not have a mouth? Or a nose? Head, shoulders, knees and toes, knees and toes.
Raise the curtain on this macabre play.
Yep. I don't think I was supposed to do that just there, but I accidentally hit it.
Eat all the clothes you want. I'll just take care of them
Welcome
all.
to Tilted Towers. Wow, they really are getting tilted.
Reach! Reach! Yeah!
Supposed to be doing this? That felt wrong. Oh.
Don't do me favors.
Retweet, motherfucker! What? I'm retweeting. There we go.
I'm disappointed, Shadow.
Why?
Truly disappointed.
I'm not disappointed. Well, I'm disappointed in my own ability to be a gamer, but... or lack therein. Look at them.
Take this! Chaos control!
What?
Let's do this. This is the ultimate power. Surely you can't be serious.
Yeah, blow for a blow. Am I right?
Chaos control!
Alright. I don't think I did that quite the way the game was hoping I would, but... oh well. Hey, I hit the right button this time.
There is no future for you.
Back into your wand. Oh well. I'm not concerned about missing the Easter egg or whatever. It's a shame, I guess. But there will be people without skill issues who can do it. And then you can watch them do it. It'll be fun, maybe. Oh man, this anime is getting weird. Where is the light coming from here?
Don't be frightened.
Don't be frightened.
This time is nigh upon us, Shadow. Soon you will be mine.
Shadow will never serve you. He's nothing like you.
Gerald may have given him this unassuming form, but the blood of the Black Arms flows in his veins. He's a warrior, a destroyer.
He who
Yes.
loves Radical
The
Highway.
warrior that will destroy you.
I have learned from our last
I am disappointed that there are no levels from the game Shadow the Hedgehog 2005 in this, though. The fact that so many good like there were decent levels in that game, and they're just nuked in favor of Radical Highway, and Radical Highway
Professor, what do you think he means? He
and Sonic
learned
Forces.
from our last encounter.
I surmise you defeated him at some point in the future. He has grown a new body and used the nebulous nature of time in white space to accelerate his plans for revenge.
He's right. No more mistakes. This time, I will crush every last one of them.
Shadow, no!
Maria?
It breaks my heart to see you so full of anger. This isn't
This
who
song.
you are. Do you know why I named you Shadow? Because without light, there's only darkness.
Because my fur is
will show
dark.
you where to find the light. Do you understand?
And I was originally supposed
I
to
don't
be
want
mysterious.
You to be driven by darkness. I want you to be happy. Stand in the light with peace in your heart.
Thanks, God. Again, where's the light coming from in this universe? In this world? This realm? Okay. Suddenly the frame rate went to shit. The final pisser. Do you think Gerald and Maria get hungry in this dimension? You know, that's a good question. I'm gonna assume no, because the implication is time isn't well, if time wasn't moving, then how are they talking? If they're able to, like, blink and breathe and, like, you know, say things, then clearly their bodies are functioning to some extent. Yeah, actually, how do they like, just, whoa. Whoa. I don't think that the frame rate is quite showing you what I'm seeing here, but Shadow's head is going, like, absolutely mental right now when I do this. Like, you're seeing it to some extent, but, like, it's in, like, 8 places at once. Because, again, the stream's at 60 FPS, but I'm seeing this at 120. He's kind of doing the owl thing, yeah, a little bit. What was the biological advantage to making Shadow be able to do that? The same biological advantage that he had when making Shadow into a hedgehog, not a giant, like, Satan demon. Like his father. Your father.
Something calls to me.
Anyways, time to get the ability to make the Krabby Patty. Da, Dorito, 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 Rito, Dorito, Dorito, Rota, Dorito, 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 Rotito, Dorito, 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 Rotito, Rotito, Dorito, Dorito. The Krabby Patty. They fly now? Demon nut. Hell yeah! Radical highway, motherfucker! It's not like the sphincter door from the Black Comet mission. Damn. This shit got spooky. With at least 50 rings, press LB and RB, hold midair to glide. Well, spoilers that we can use the wings after Demon Earth has gone away. As they showed in the tutorial.
I feel complete.
What do you mean that this is just a thing he can do? Also, it's more just gliding than it is flying. Stop looking at me.
You cannot deny me, Shadow. You are finally complete. Come, face me. I shall claim you, mind, body, soul, and become the perfect being.
Yeah, usually I get this angry whenever I'm near Sonic Forces as well. Be
I'm
not
sorry
afraid,
I
my
put you
child.
on this path, Shadow, but I'm proud of how you have walked it. I believe in you, son.
Shadow!
Is
It's
this
all right, Maria.
the only other game
letting
other
go
than
of
Shadow the
that
Hedgehog and
destructive
SA2 that has Gerald in it?
But I will continue to fight.
So is it Gerald or Gerald? Gerald is 3 houses. Gerald with the D.
Fight.
And
With your
by that
wish,
extension,
my heart.
since the answer was yes, this
Your
is
wish
also
for
the
everyone to have a
Sonic
chance
game
to
that
be
has the
happy.
most, like, anything from Gerald. Look at that smile. He doesn't believe in smiling, but he does it for you, Maria. Find love like that in your life, chat. That's something to hold on to. Someone who never smiles except for you. I like how all that Radical Highway stuff
Nothing can
appeared, but
stop me from
oh,
reaching
I'm gonna
that
do it
high
now.
now.
I was about to say, but I'm not gonna do any of it. What does this remind me of? Just like seeing everything in the background like this. This reminds me of something. No, not Sonic related. Like, this reminds me of another game I played. Where there's like a lower poly version of everything else around you. Oh wait, but no, this is just actually the world. How do I get back up there? Uh-oh. I don't think now is the time to be, oh, hell's out. How do I get back up there? Stop it. Oh, maybe this? Okay, wrong way. Oh, that works.
Unleash the power!
Yeah, that's pretty much exactly where I left off. Awesome. Okay, we've gone the wrong way again.
Fly!
Ooh. You know what's nice about that segment just there? I was actually like on rails, like it wouldn't let me move left and right. Ergo, it just kind of worked. Anyways. Yep, I knew this was in here. There's an interesting parallel here. In that, in Sonic Generations, the first level you play is Green Hill. Awesome. Which is, of course, the first level you play in any Sonic game if you play them by the first game ever, right? Sonic's first appearance. That's the first thing you play. In Shadow Generations,
I'll overcome every
the last level is Shadow's first. Wait, but I don't have 50 rings. Oh, it gives me 50 rings. Awesome. I just fucked that up. Oh, they've got the little rocket things. I know some people find SA2 to be incredibly overrated. And to some extent, I hear you. I love that I can just skip the level, more or less. But if I'm being honest with everyone, and myself included, myself especially, SA2 is probably my favorite Sonic game. So, just like saying this in HD, you know, I fall for the nostalgia bait. I'm not gonna lie. Despite everything I've said about, like, I wish Sonic the Hedgehog would be able to make new things again, rather than just be stuck in this world that Generations created. Oh god. Where Sonic has been kind of trapped in the past. Wings gone. How? Don't know, but I did it. Trying to do the left and right thing, it wasn't working. I don't think I necessarily want an SA2 remake. I think this is fine. I mean, of course, I would play it if it happened. I don't even necessarily think we need to go back to this style of game. To Sonic Adventure style, rather. What's happening? Game really didn't like me doing that. I am now stuck. Oh. Alright. First time I've ever had something like that happen. We were too high. I love what they have been doing with Radical Highway in all of the times that they brought it up in this game. Uh-oh. Oh, that works. Why isn't it letting me do, like, the hard shift left and right? I'm hitting the buttons for it. Is it because I have the wings? It doesn't let you do that when you have the wings? What? I hit it in the blue ring! Bullshit. Whoa. You know what's kind of hilarious, though? I just kind of realized this just now. That. No, you know what's hilarious? Not a single fucking whiff of Sonic Lost World in this game. Rest in fucking piss. I'm fine with them skipping out on Sonic Boom. We can act like that one didn't happen. Kind of funny that is that Sonic Boom's not here, but Sonic 06 is, but I digress. But yeah, just no Sonic Lost World at all. And what's even weirder is that Sonic Lost World has a stage in Smash Brothers Ultimate. The most, like, one of the highest selling advertisements ever. I know it's important for Shadow, but I'm just saying, like, the fact that it's even in the base game. Is this another 3D level? It's not 2D? Uh-oh. What do you mean no? Crisis City is in the base Sonic Generations. Yes, and that's from 06. I'm not talking about Lost World. I thought we were talking about 06 right now. Lost World hadn't happened yet when the base game came out. Shit's getting crazy in Radical Highway. Also, there were no buildings like this in Radical Highway. What the fuck is that? Dragon. Nod. I love how that did nothing. Also can't go Chaos Control in here. What? Okay, it was just a really tanky enemy. And there's another one. I kind of feel like the wings kind of break the game a little bit. I understand that they're more limited than it seems, but doesn't mean I hate them. Opposite that. It's just like that. I am just skipping half of this fucking level. You can turn them off. I guess that's nice. If you really just think, yeah, that they ruined the experience. I don't feel that strongly about it, but I'm just like, damn, this is just like trivializing it. I could see people turning it off. Good feature, Sega. Me, I'm fine with it. I play with smart steering in F-Zero 99. All right. So I'll be okay with it. Plus, when I die, you know, I lose it, so really not a problem for me. Ow. Not sure if there was something I could have done to avoid that. Maybe just don't have a skill issue. Oh, no! You know, I never remember about my Chaos Spears. Hell yeah. Hell yeah! I don't know what I did, but I did it! Oh! What? This is some fucking wacky tabacky level shit. But yeah, I mean, considering the boss here at the end is going to apparently be Black Doom, I can only assume. It's incredibly, like, strange to me that we aren't getting, like, the Black Comet from Shadow the Hedgehog as the final level. I mean, I like Radical Highway. Nice miss. I've certainly tried, yes. All I'm saying is yes, ultimately at the end of the day, I didn't end up liking Shadow the Hedgehog nearly as much as I hoped I was going to. But I still like it because it's so close to SA2, gameplay style, gameplay-wise. And it did have a lot of original levels. Sure, a lot of them were also SA2 again, in like the Ark. There was several Ark levels. There was Prison Island. But I mean, there was like Digital Circus, which is not a meme because of the show, but just like, you know, that was a fine level, I think. I don't want to see the clown one. The jungle in the hero mode was pretty good, whatever that level was called. And yeah, the sphincter door level was I think what makes the most sense for this. Devil Doom. So this is the final boss from Shadow the Hedgehog that I never finished, I believe. I wonder if it will be, like, playable.
The time has come, Shadow.
Agreed. Time to sever this bond between us forever.
He's so scaly. It's me, the devil! Hey, Shadow! Have you been accumulating any sin points, Shadow? Excuse you. You barked right in my fucking face, bro. Oh, right, this again.
Find your own path. Did you think I wouldn't surpass you?
Get the fuck out of here. Satan, I don't want to fuck with you no more, Satan. You and I are fucking through, you hear me? We are through! Oh no! I missed the opportunity for the KO. Oh fuck. Goodbye. Chaos Soda! Remember Chow in Space? I loved that show. Or was it a movie?
Trying to overwhelm me with sheer numbers. Don't listen.
What do you think Black Doom smells like? Uh-oh. Skill issue time. I saw the purple. He smells like space.
Underestimated your power. Perhaps I should actually start trying.
From a hollow monster. This isn't good.
Oh, and then he just sends me back here and we do it all again. Goodbye. Bruh.
Reach! Reach!
You can't stop me from slapping you in the big eye. Maybe.
Reach!
I mean, I guess you probably could, theoretically. was actually just hoping that the final boss of this was going to be just the arc itself, and I just fight the laser cannon. But this is fine. Final boss, Maria Robotnik. Oh god. This is whelming. Okay.
No!
That's unfortunate. At least it checkpointed my progress. If this were Shadow the Hedgehog 2006, however, 2005, excuse me, we would be speaking a different tune, where I'd be now doing the entire fight again. Probably. Get the fuck out of here, Satan. Oh, I don't like looking at his ball sack. Hero right again! Dr. Neocortex.
Splendid, Shadow. Truly splendid. You are truly my finest instrument. A testament to my bloodline. See yourself as what you really are.
I am nothing.
I am all in. Why am I so high up?
Time to end.
I can't like descend.
Go.
I'm hitting RT.
Go.
Alright, good. Just didn't do it. How do I descend? I'm like slowly gaining air rather than descending. Yeah, I'm not telling him to go up. Okay, the game corrected me. It's like, I don't know what's going on here. I think I just got my ass handed to me. Maybe? Oh, you can control up and down. It's airplane controls.
Go.
Am I doing that wrong? Dodge? Just like up or down, or like what? Dodge.
This could work. Go.
Happening. I'm really good at getting hit by him. Don't worry, I'll figure out how to deal damage. Maybe. I like this scripted. Here's a few rings for you, buddy. That's my favorite part of this.
Struggle all you want. It is meaningless.
Alright, I want to struggle. This is really cool looking.
Too easy.
Finally, some damage. Okay, so I'm mostly just supposed to like speed up and try to catch up to him, I think is the point of this fight. I'm finally learning.
Struggle all you want. It is meaningless.
And I just need to primarily focus on dodging him.
Go.
The airplane controls I'm not used to.
This is futile. We will be reborn.
Wait a minute, it's not airplane controls. It should be airplane controls, but it's not. My brain is assuming it's airplane controls, but it's not actually. It's just straight up 1-to-1. Up goes up, down goes down. I think. I'm having a hard time processing this right now. I think it is not airplane controls, actually. And that's what's fucking me up. Yeah, no. Up is up, down is down. Yep. I can't believe it. My brain is actually like... Whenever I have a flying segment in a game, I guess I am used to the airplane controls. Is there an option for that? No. Vertical flying. There we go. Yep. Nope, that makes more sense to my brain. Alright, get ready for skill. Except I still don't know what the RT button is, apparently. Even though I thought I was hitting it. Was I just supposed to hold it and not, like, mash it? Because that's what I'm holding right now. Oh god. Oh, right, I have rings. Alright, well, hang on. I've got the controls down. So watch this. Shut up.
A testament to my bloodline. See yourself as what you
I'm not gonna get salty, because, like, now I understand what's going on.
I have surpassed you. Time to end this once and
Get ready for skill. The thing, that eyeball reminds me of, like, the Calamity Ganon eyes. Red is wrong and wrong is red. Have you ever tried to decipher what the fuck the lyrics are even talking about in this song? Because I have, and they make no fucking sense. Good.
surrender yourself.
Missed that last one. See the tell for that one. What does getting hit by this do? It doesn't seem like it's that negative of an effect. I don't lose rings. Because it just kind of wastes my time more than anything. But the ring timers pause while it's happening. So, like, it's not, yeah, it's not really affecting me all that negatively. Oh, fuck.
We will be reborn.
I will say that I enjoy this fight way more than I did the Shadow the Hedgehog final boss. Even though, yes, I did play it under a time constraint that wasn't fair to that game, I didn't like that fight. I don't fully remember everything, but I remember being confused by the controls.
Chaos control. Your future is already decided. We will be one.
No, we're done. I enjoy this fight more than Time Eater. Well, that's like saying you like eating white bread more than you like getting shot.
Blinded by your own ambition, I will not be stopped.
Bruh. Big Kiku! I generally don't like Sonic final bosses. I can second that, generally. There's a few I like. I've not actually ever done the final boss of SA2, so I can't speak on that one, but as a kid, I thought Perfect Chaos was cool, but I always found the fight to be annoying.
Cannot deny what you are. We are one and the same.
I didn't like the Shadow the Hedgehog boss. Time Eater, yeah, it's kind of lame.
I choose.
I didn't care for the final boss of Unleashed either.
Now, to end this.
It's just like Super Sonic is always weird to control in a 3D space for me. But this is cool.
Crafted everything up till now, and yet you deny me.
Yeah. Holy shit, he just fucking Goku'd him.
Shadow.
Fucking Goku versus King Piccolo. He's not actually dead. This is the second time he's died but not died. He'll be back again. D-ranked streamer. God, I fucking suck. If I didn't die, I might have got a better score, but that's fine. Wow, there really was just an hour left of the game last time. I thought this was gonna take me like 2 hours. It didn't even. Gone. No! The best level! Oh wait, we need to give Sonic the real Chaos Emerald.
Perfect timing, too. Sonic is getting ready to confront the monster that trapped us here. If I'm going to switch the emeralds without him noticing, we have to do it now.
Very well. I leave it to you.
Why did he even need to hold on to this anyways?
I'll take care
It's not like he was using its... Well, I guess he was using it for chaos control.
Aren't you coming? He might need your help.
I need to settle something first.
He uses it for Doom Wing as well.
Ever.
Goodbye, child.
Shadow?
And then his
know
like
you can do
knees
it.
fucking split from the momentum.
Maria.
I'm okay. Really.
It's the gunshot wound.
Professor, what's happening?
Without Black Doom's influence, the time anomaly is beginning to heal. We are returning to our own point in time.
Mr. Shadow,
I'll stop
I
you.
don't feel so good.
Use chaos control. Stop this moment in time.
Shadow? No. I don't
That
want to
lip
be
syncing
frozen
made
in
me
one
think
place
that he
in
was
time.
shouting a little bit more in Japanese.
Besides, your friends
He was a little more
need your
panicked,
help.
maybe.
But you don't know what's going to happen.
I know I'll see you again. And if fate draws us apart, I will always be in your heart.
Maria.
And then someone in chat said, "Oh, bacon, egg, and cheese." Oh no, Sonic Forces! It's not gonna happen at this rate! What a shame that would be. Aww. He does cry. My man's is Vegeta. Where did this road go? And where does it come from? Where does it go? Wow. This probably isn't synced at all. There's like a delay on my voice because of the processing I do on it. Anyways, yeah, my listen, I love Sonic Generations. The 3DS version is okay. And I love the base game, though, as much as anyone else will tell you. I don't have a unique opinion on this. And of course, this is fantastic. I think I actually like the hub world here, the concept of the 3D hub world more than I did the hub world for regular Generations. I don't know much about Sonic Colors, so I got nothing to comment on the inclusion of Planet Wisp over any other level. I don't remember hating Planet Wisp in this game, but apparently a lot of people see it as like the one sore spot with the base game. But we're not here to talk about the base game because I will stream base Sonic Generations, whether it be this version or the original. I have both on Steam, so it doesn't really make that big of a difference. Were there like graphical improvements to this version, or is it just kind of the same? I know there were several, like all the voice acting was redone and the lines that they're reading and saying are different. Amy has been changed to kind of more reflect the modern way that she's being written, which is less doting over Sonic, which some people will cry censorship. I will say I never really liked Amy being like that, so like I'm not gonna complain. I'm just like indifferent towards it, I guess. But yeah, I think I'll probably play through this version of Sonic Generations and see, you know, what the differences are. I don't fully remember. I've only played base Generations like once or twice for the console version, so I'm not super familiar with it. But, you know, let's talk about this instead. What did this do right? Well, it included Shadow the Hedgehog as the main playable character. You don't get much better than that, honestly. Honestly, I do kind of wish there'd be more playable Shadow. I get why they kind of moved away from that for a little bit. I do like Shadow as a character more than Sonic. And I think a lot of that is also, and I hate to be this guy, I'm not really a big fan of Roger Craig Smith Sonic. I'll take Jason Griffith, or I'll take, I forget his name, but the original guy. Even though apparently, I don't know if this is true, but apparently someone told me that original guy's kind of problematic, so I guess maybe not him. I don't remember what they said that he did, but apparently he did cancelable shit, so I don't know. But, yeah, I think this Shadow Generations was a great experience. I have very little to complain about as far as the salt. I get salty with a lot of Sonic games, but this one I didn't. Weirdly enough, I rarely complain about games being short, but this one I will. I just wish there was a little bit more going on. I know there was only so much quote-unquote Shadow they could have pulled from, but I mean, they did Frontiers and Forces, so I don't think that really had much to do with anything. Again, some actual levels from Shadow the Hedgehog 2005 would be nice, considering there's none in the base Generations. That would have gone a long way. Music's great. Graphics are fucking awesome on PC. I don't know what this looks like on Switch. I refuse to buy Sonic games on Switch after playing Frontiers. Well, and Forces. Forces, for what it's worth, did look decent on other consoles too. It was kind of crusty on Switch though. Maybe we'll see something like Final Horizons. What is that? Is that DLC for Frontiers? You know, I never did go back for that. There was like a bunch of DLC for that game. I just didn't even bother. I would say maybe, but also, yeah, I think I'm even though I said earlier, you know, playing this level made me want to play it again, I don't actually really, I don't actually really want to do that. If I were to ever play Frontiers again, which would be a long time from now, I'd want to play it on PC, even if that means rebuying it. I do feel that strongly about the Switch version. Even though it is still playable on Switch, you know, it's not like the worst version. It's just like, damn, after seeing what I missed out on, I remember just being kind of salty. Each their own. I know not everyone will agree, and some people will be like, yeah, Switch version, fine. And again, it's still perfectly playable. It's just, I have realized I've become kind of a sleuth when it comes to the graphics in these games. In any games. I thought I didn't care for the longest time, but you know, now I got a 3080, a decent processor, some high RAM. I don't know what that means necessarily, but I got a decent PC these days. Not really sure if there's much else to add, honestly, to the discussion of Shadow Generations. That fucker would bash into everything if your RAM was high. Ooh. No, I got like 32, which I guess could be higher, but decent, right? Oh, like if I had like an actual RAM in my house? Well, yeah, so I have a dog, but I'm going to be getting a ram. That's going to be the other animal that I have in this house. I guess the question is, where does Sega go next? Does Sonic Generations bookend both ends of the Sonic? We need to do Sonic Generations era of Sega? You know, as I've said many a time, or maybe Radical Highway will be the next Green Hill Zone. That would be nice. In the sense of that's what appears in every Sonic game from here on. Not only are they just like constantly like referencing the past, but like also just literally radical highways in every game. That would be cool. What the fuck is online mode? Oh, that's like for like your ranking, right? Where does this put me? Whoa. Hi there. What does this do? Activate the Doom Eye. Not only will the number of white space challenge gates increase, but route challenges and bosses will become more difficult. Huh. Yeah, you be bashful, Baka. Turn away. Never over, just another day. Bike? Bikel. What renders are these from? Shadow 3D CG. I guess just various. The one in the middle here looks like it's different. Middle was 06. Oh. Yeah, the texture work looked different on it. Look at him. Sorry, I don't have much to say about any of this, but it's cool to look at. If you would like to see it all, you yourself must 100% this game. You know, I did just get done complaining that I wish the game was longer, but by that I more mean just the main levels. More main levels would be cool. I don't really have an interest to do all the little extra challenges, but it's cool that there's still more if people want to do them. You could read Gerald's diary? Well, I'll leave that for you to do. Because I've already closed the game and I'm far too lazy to boot it back up. Maybe I'll look into it myself later on, like watch a YouTube video about it. And then talk about it on another stream or something. Because I don't have all of Gerald's diary pages. So I would just be blue ballsing myself to read some, but not all of it. So I'll get that lore, maybe. I'll probably watch some videos talking about the lore of this game and the implications behind some of the stuff. But thank you for watching Shadow Generations. As stated, we will play the base Generations at some point. I was thinking it was going to be kind of around the time I finished this, but considering the whole fiasco with my PC and how I need to get through some other games before Mario and Luigi comes out, I'm gonna put that one on the back burner and just say we'll get to it maybe early next year. Whenever I have a gap in my games, because I got that. I've got Sparking Zero that I would like to actually do the story mode for. Obviously Kingdom Hearts I would like to finish eventually, which I may still stream tonight. Let me decide that in a moment. But yeah, I have a lot that I'm gonna be playing, and then of course Xenoblade X will be in March, which that's a while from now, like 5 months. So we got plenty of time before then. But then, you know, we do have Donkey Kong in January. The Yakuza game is in February for Majima. Yeah, I probably won't be playing Pirate Majima game as much as I really would want to. I don't think I have enough like story context. Unless people tell me I don't need it. I've been told that the Yakuza games are absolutely games that you benefit by playing them in their chronological order. And I guess they just kind of release chronologically, except for Zero. So I started with Zero. At some point, we'll do a Yakuza Kiwami. Probably not the Switch version. I'll probably just get it on Steam. Again, just because it'll look a little nicer. And then, yeah, we'll go from there. I mean, I had plans to play through Xenosaga in like January was what I was originally thinking. But now that we're doing Xenoblade X, in March, that's probably not going to happen. Even though Xenosaga is not nearly as long as Xenoblade, from what I understand. I don't think I'll get around to it before then. But you never know. We'll see. We'll definitely see. But yeah, as for Sonic games, Base Generations is on the agenda. What other like main Sonic games have I not streamed? I've never played through the entirety of Sonic 3 and Knuckles, or just Sonic 3 in general. I'm not really in a rush to play it because like I'm not the biggest fan of 2D Sonic, but I've heard that is like arguably the best 2D Sonic. So, you know, I'd like to check it out. And I've streamed Sonic 1 and 2 a long time ago. But we'll see. I remember liking it as a kid. I had like the Sonic, what was it, collection on Switch, not Switch, on GameCube that had like several games. And I liked it enough, but not enough to finish it because I was bad at games. I think the Mega Collection is the one that had like all the, you know, Sonic 1, 2, 3, 3 and Knuckles. It had Sonic 3D Blast, which I actually like 3D Blast. I don't know if that's a hot thing. You know what? A Sonic 3D Blast stream would be in order. Sonic Adventure 1 also I have on Steam with the Dreamcast restoration mod. Sonic R would be one I'd be interested to try, but that would probably be like a one-off. I don't know if I'd really spend that much time with it, but who knows? Maybe I'd really get into it. Other than that, like I said before, no, I have no interest in 06 unless it's with that like Project 06 mod or whatever. Lost World, I hate to say it, both the 3DS and the Wii U version / PC, I think I'll just be skipping Lost World. I don't think I really want to play it, even with the demo that I played. It was just all right. I don't think I'm interested. Sonic Boom, yeah, go fuck yourself if you want to play that. The show's good, but I don't want to play any of the games. And then, yeah, I guess if there's a Heroes remake like the rumors say, I would probably play that. But otherwise, I think that's kind of it for the Sonic. Well, Sonic Rush. I want to play Rush in the advanced games as well. Forgot about those. So yeah, if there's others that I didn't mention, the answer is probably no. For playing them, like Sonic CD is one that I'm just like, nah. Like I know people really love that introduced like Amy and it introduced like Metal Sonic, but I'm just, I don't think I'm interested in that game. But yeah, that's where I'm at on Sonic right now. I mean, obviously any of this could change, you know, if there's remakes or if just someone just does a real good job convincing me otherwise. That's not an open invitation to now start flooding me with reasons why I should play XYZ game. But I'm just saying, like, you know, I am open to changing my mind on things. You know, I said for many years that I would probably never play Shadow the Hedgehog, and I did earlier this year. So we will see. Advanced 3, I mean, I've always wanted to try the Advanced series, so long as it becomes available like Tui did. You know, I don't think Tony's here anymore, but if he is, Tony, I do owe you a Banjo-Tooie stream, because I said if it came to NSO, I would stream it. And it came to NSO. So, at some point, we'll get to that. But yes, thank you once again. I'm rambling at this point. Thank you once again for watching. And I will see you soon. Goodbye.